This is the case of Jonathan D. Chua Bartolome versus Toyota Quezon Avenue Inc. et al., a labor case decided on April 3, 2024 by Justice Lazaro Javier. Jonathan D. Chua Bartolome worked as a marketing professional for TQAI. His troubles began in 2015 when the company accused him of habitual absences. Soon after, management stripped him of his client accounts, made disparaging remarks about him, and prevented him from processing the sales. These hostile actions created a work environment so intolerable that Bartolome felt he had no choice but to resign on March 31, 2016. He then later filed a constructive dismissal complaint, alleging that his resignation was not voluntary, but a result of unbearable workplace conditions. He also sought monetary claims, including back wages, separation pay, and damages against TQAI and its executives. Now, the issue was Bartolome constructively dismissed on and should TQAI's executives be personally liable for his illegal dismissal and money claims. As to the first issue, yes, Bartolome was constructively dismissed. The Supreme Court ruled that TQAI's management subjected Bartolome to a hostile and discriminatory work environment, effectively forcing him to resign. The company's actions amounted to constructive dismissal, where an employee is compelled to quit due to intolerable working conditions. As to the second issue, yes, again, TQAI's executives were held solidarily liable. The court fined that key officials, including Lincoln Lim and Esteban de la Paz, acted in bad faith, justifying their personal liability. Now, the legal doctrines applied on this is the doctrine on the constructive dismissals. When it occurs when an employer's unjustified actions make continued employment unbearable, forcing the employee to resign involuntarily. Now, what is the test of that? The test is, would a reasonable person feel compelled to resign? If yes, then he is or she is constructively dismissed. Under the Labor Code of the Philippines, this is always the answer to any question in a bar with respect to labor. It protects employees from unfair labor practices, including forced resignation. Specifically, Article 279 of the Labor Code grants illegally dismissed employees back wages and separation pay. And then, under the Civil Code, the moral and exemplary damages may be awarded due to bad faith and oppressive treatment by TQAI's management. Therefore, the Supreme Court affirmed Bartolome's claims and ordered TQAI and its executives to pay him back wages, separation pay, damages, and attorney's fees. Now, what are the key takeaways on this case? First, employers cannot pressure employees into quitting through hostile work environments. The company executives can be personally liable for illegal dismissal if they acted in bad faith. Supreme Court always protects the employee's rights against oppressive employers.